an incident that was reported on January 20th of this year. Columbus Police Department was dispatched to 601 Moy Road. There, the patrol officers arrived up on a vehicle accident involving a white BMW convertible and Mr. Joseph Dukes. Upon their investigation, they found that Mr. Joseph Dukes had suffered multiple gunshot wounds and that he was fleeing at a high rate of speed from what we believe to be some other shooting incident at another location. He would be transported from the scene to the Piedmont Midtown Medical Center where he succumbed to his injuries. Just prior to doing so, Corporal Daniel Deante Caruthers from the Columbus Police Department spoke with the victim, who was alert. The victim was pleading for help, pleading for his life. He told the corporal with patrol services that he had been shot in the Sweetwater area and that he was shot by Deante Caruthers. He states this several times on body cameras. He pleads for his life. EMS paramedics would hear this and be a witness to this statement provided by the victim. He would state this several times as he's transported to the medical center. Again, Your Honor, he passed away that day that afternoon from his injuries.
You know, we've had cases like that before where we're dealing with sometimes what you call dying declarations as far as a hearsay exception, as far as being able to get evidence in that way. There's still maybe some confrontation issues that we have to dive into, but a lot of times there are ways to get in those types of statements. I think we're going to have to continue to investigate this thing. What's curious to me is that we don't really have a feed on or a line into any other motive, any other backstory or back and forth. It seemed like the evidence did point to that there was some familiarity between these individuals, and they were obviously we had to pull this out, but there was a confrontation that was there in the street.
We were also able to discover there are multiple video surveillance systems installed on homes in the area, and we're able to capture surveillance footage of the shooting incident that took the life of Mr. Joseph Dukes.
A lot of times, even though you may have a good quality on a video, that doesn't mean that it's necessarily good quality enough in order to identify an individual. And so I think there's a difference in between those two things, but we're looking forward, and of course we're going to be reviewing it.
We were able to come up with two witnesses, actually three, excuse me, Your Honor. 3 witnesses. We spoke with all 3 of the witnesses. 2 witnesses came forth to police, explaining that they live in the area of Bayberry Drive and were driving by the neighborhood or driving through the neighborhood, passing the victim and Mr. Caruthers in the middle of the roadway as they saw the incident take place. These witnesses are actually captured on the video surveillance camera to corroborate their story. Them having no ties to Mr. Dukes or Mr. Caruthers that we could find, they both were able to pick out Mr. Caruthers as the attacker of Mr. Dukes out of a 6-image photographic lineup identifying Mr. Caruthers as the attacker.
It's a tricky thing, but we just don't know exactly what the conversation was. When it comes down to any type of self-defense case, or even when we're getting into even manslaughter claims, of course it just comes down to the reasonableness of the act, right? And then you have every man's objective standard that's kind of put on it, and so you have to think there are words and things that can be said that would push an individual towards a certain act, if coupled with a physical confrontation and some type of backstory that helps to kind of pull everything together. Before the pandemic, a lot of the murder cases that we've been involved in at our office had a timeline of about 2 years to 3 before they're indicted. At indictment is when we're able to get the information, view the videos, the police reports, and all of the discovery that allows us to really weigh and assess the case. And so I think we're maybe about 2.5, 3 years out at best. Now I'm not sure with the new administration if they're going to be trying to push things forward, and I know that they are. But we still got a backlog from March of last year up until October, November, due to the pandemic when grand juries were stopped altogether. So I know that that's going to factor into everything, and that's going to cause it to be a longer period of wait.